And we're live. Hmm? Yeah, so if you plan to watch the stream, you're just gonna have to like mute it when you watch it. Yeah, it's fine. Also, I'm gonna share the stream. Wait, I'm gonna refresh my YouTube page real quick, and then I'm gonna share this stream to the people on YouTube who, not people on YouTube, people on Twitter who really care about this kind of stuff. Ah, frick! I did not mean to open that. Hmm? I'm not wearing socks, unfortunately. Actually, no, fortunately. I hate wearing socks. I don't know. And tweet. Because I need that publicity. I wonder if the stream can pick this up. Yeah, it's not picking it up. So that's a good thing. What the who the someone liked my tweet, but they're verified on Twitter. What I don't even know who this person is.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but I don't know who this.
It doesn't matter.
I guess
You really don't.
no. I don't know who a Dave Weasel is. Huh. That's a new one.
Let's go.
That is cool. Okay, I'm gonna continue playing the game now because that's what we came here to do. But yeah, that's actually crazy. Somebody verified on Twitter, like my tweet. Somehow. This algorithm is whack. LO, we back at it with some more anime dating simulator. Which technically isn't a dating simulator. It gets very screwed up, but hopefully we get to that screwed up part of the game today. So last time we stopped off, we had to write another poem. And because we did Sayori and Yuri's last time, we're gonna have to do the one for Natsuki, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because if y'all didn't know, Natsuki is my least favorite Doki. Mostly because I'm just not a fan of the tsundere trope. But that's just me though. That's just me. Alright, so once again, like I did last stream, I'm just gonna like Google all the words for Natsuki because I'm lazy. But I'm trying to get through the game as much as possible so I can get to the cool stuff. Also, according to the Doki Doki wiki, Natsuki's canon height is 4'11". That's like a 12-year-old. But okay. Yeah. And I thought they were like much taller because Yuri is like in the game she looks like she's really tall, but in reality she's just 5'5". She's as tall as me. Somehow. That means Monica is shorter than me. Because Monica's shorter than Yuri. That's actually ridiculous. Okay, I have the things for Act 1. Well, not yet, for Act 1. Okay, so flower isn't one of them. Shiny. Sweet. Oh wait, that was for Sayori. God dang it. I messed up already. Ending stream. No, I'm just kidding. Kitty. Like, just basic cute stuff. Love. Oh, that was for Sayori. God dang it. Okay, let's not mess up. Sing. God, no, that was for Sayori. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the thing instead of guessing. That was for... Bruh. Okay. Doki Doki. Which in Japanese translates to heartbeat, I think. So this is Heartbeat Literature Club. Fluffy. Strawberry. Kawaii. Anime. God, this girl is a weeb. Cute. Candy. Ugh. Ribbon. I think bubbles is a Sayori word. Hop. Joy. Oh, that one was for Sayori. Frick. Playground. Lipstick. Dazzle. Oh, wait, that one was Sayori, but whatever. Most of the words prefer Natsuki, so that's what we set out to do. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy. I thought that said surprise for a second. I'm super happy that you're willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name.
Oh, wow.
Okay, considering like this entire world is like technically Japanese based, how would this joke work in translation?
I can't see.
Plus, this isn't how like kanjis work. Since like some kanji it's not like for like Monica's name, it wouldn't be just MON. It'd just be M-O with the N as its own separate thing, and then Ika. So, yeah, that joke doesn't work. Yeah, Japanese kanji lettering alphabet stuff. Yeah, I'm a weeb. Well, not weeb. I just very invested in Japanese stuff. Also, I watch everything wrong with Doki Doki Literature Club, so I kind of know that. Eh, that's not how you say my name at all. Also, see, even Monica agrees. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Bro, me and Monica are on like the exact same wavelength, I swear. And it's kind of ironic considering what else happens in this game, but I refuse to elaborate any further. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction weren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk at the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me. You worry too much about me. No, I said weeb, not weed. We do not do any type of... In the words of Markiplier, we do not condone the smokage of any herbal substances. That is not the case for you. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile, which is probably fake. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Creme, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser I can read words. Dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Creme. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was very dismissive. Or really dismissive. Same thing. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Creme. Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but she's breaking the fourth wall. I'm just kidding. No, she's not. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not like any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Creme. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? because that's just how she is when she's around you. I ain't never thought of it like that, you know. Expose him. Expose him. I mean, like, since we're both friends with Sayorion, like, in some way, so I guess it's not too different, I guess. But yeah. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I'd say you know a little bit too much, Monica. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about it and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Dyslexia is coming back with a vengeance. No, it's not. I can. It's a little stutter here and there, but it's fine. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now I feel like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Oh no, it's happening. It's happening. But I don't think we're even close to that, though. I glance around the room. Oh, okay, never mind. It was the Ziri looking at us. That got a bit too scary. Shut up. I know how to read. Bruh, chat's clowning me again about me not knowing how to read. I am trying. I'm trying my best, so leave me alone, chat. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Yes. Oh, this music is different. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Oh goodness, I'm sorry. That was right in the mic. That was right in the mic. Hopefully none of y'all are watching this with headphones, cause that would suck for y'all. Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only for the concern of those who willingly share that in common, or in concern. Share that concern, yeah. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Jamar is wearing headphones. I'm so like this chat is being like it's a fun chat so far, but my god, the chat from last stream was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna bring up what it was. You just have to like watch back. The people in chat know what I'm talking about though. It's really not big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to be. I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have always been friends for a long time. That's all. Maybe that might change soon. Maybe, who knows? Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading a little into it a little too much. Creme. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. That's true. That's very true. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Bro, every time we say that, every person in this club literally, like, it's like when you have, like, you invite one of your friends, and, like, they're a girl or, like, a boy or something, depending on your gender, and you, like, meet them to your mom is like, so they just a friend, huh? Every single time. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eye. Whoa. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone as honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in you. That's a lot of W's. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think that I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with I have foam in my mouth. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright. Who should we share our poem with first? Alright, chat. This is where y'all come in. We choose who we should choose. Whomst. I wonder if, like, they can hear this. Like, if they can hear fizz. Hold on. Jael said Yuri. Stark said Sayori. Okay, everyone's saying Yuri. I don't have rabies. It was just me talking for a long time without any moisture in my mouth. Great. Now they think I can't read and I have rabies. This chat is completely whack. But Yuri. We'll go with Yuri. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Creame. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. Eh? What for? Just... I feel like I kept trying to offer advice when it should have been clear to me that you're preferred when that you. Oh my god, why is bruh? I feel like it's always with Yuri that I have like actually trouble reading sentences. When it should have been clear to me that that you prefer a different writing style. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No. You don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you. With Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri buries her head into her arms on her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it would have been a lot more obvious. Why are people... What is this chat? Among Us.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, this is like... I want to say keep doing it because this is a way that we can all do Among Us shenanigans too. But I don't allow spam. So, quit it now, please. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked? Aw, dang. When the chat is sus. Bruh. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I can see only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. But we didn't even get to read her poem. Okay. Okay, Sayori's next. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? How do you know that? Bruh. Probably Natsuki. How do you know? Bruh, how do you know I wrote this for Natsuki specifically? Yeah? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me, excuse me, really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Creame. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't even get to read her poem. What is going on? Um. Okay, I guess we'll do Natsuki's next, since we kind of wrote the poem in style of hers. Finally. Eh? This one is good. I was wondering how long it would take you. Alright. Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this. That's all you need. Are you sure that's not just what you want? Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust my opinion the most? I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute? Bias? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. Literally every single person on the internet. Like, bruh. There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'm glad you liked my poem after all. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. Oh, finally I get to actually read a poem. Okay. I'll be your bench. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminishes your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place, a bench for us to go. A shore reaching behind your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the bench that washes your worries away. I'll be the bench that you daydream about each day. Hey, okay, this is kind of foreshadowing, like for me and this channel, but you're gonna see Daydream on this channel a total of once as a video, but you'll never know what it is, and don't even try to guess. I'll be the bench that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had never, that had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the bench that washes your worries away. I'll be the bench that you daydream again. Daydream. Peep it. Yep. Y'all gonna see what I mean. I feel like in like a few months in the future, like July of 2022, or however long it takes me to make that video, you guys are gonna see this word and you're never gonna know what it's for. I'll be the bench that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own bench, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write down something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Also, I feel like I was saying beach. I feel like I was saying bench instead of beach. Hold on. I was saying bench that entire time. What the fuck?
No, really.
I was saying beach. I was saying bench that entire time. Oh my god. I'm deleting this stream. I don't care. Bruh. That entire time, that said beach and not bench. Bruh, I need glasses, low-key. Man, you know what? I'm just gonna have to take that L. I don't care. I don't care if chat clowns me for that. I don't care. Kind of hard to write negative things about the beach. Well, pollution, animals dying, animals coming out of said beach and killing people. You can't delete what's already on the end. No, yeah, I changed my mind. I'm gonna keep it. I'm definitely gonna keep it. Bruh. I think 3 streams in, y'all already know that I cannot read. But I am trying my darn hardest. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yura and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. I see. I don't really like to have to contribute here since I don't actually read Yuri's poems. Or, we didn't read the one today. Excuse me. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then try to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Very true, very true, very true. Dyslexia. Congratulations, you played yourself. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's go to Monica. Hi, Creamy. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I was holding in my hands. I like it, Creamy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems of stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be the kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Just by like the title. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wandered Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the current of the winds. Day after day I search. I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky? I think that's what this is? Yeah, that's what it says. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. Wait, yeah. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she flows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Hmm. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers lifestyles that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have much to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures after all. I think you know that better than anyone. Uh-huh. You mean one-dimensional? Uh, yeah, that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling it your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and then the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Hmm. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Yeah? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is immune to it, or isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is the common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. She said it, not me. We're gonna go in Act 2 territory, and I'm not ready. It's definitely gonna happen in the stream because I've only been live for about 40 minutes. Man, I'll shoot for 2 hours. I'll shoot for 2 hours. Screw it. We're gonna keep going until we reach chapter 2, and then, yeah, okay. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori has always helped lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival. What did she say? She just completely dodged my question. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'll be going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set in the atmosphere. Atmosphere? Um, about that, I I love atmosphere. Let's go. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Creame. The one who is truly useless. Damn. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It probably wouldn't go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Mata suggesting that I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Creame might not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Creame to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? So what do you think? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Creame to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Creame, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Oh, no, I have to choose now. Ugh. What do we do? Okay, chat. So far we have like one vote for Yuri. Who else are we going with? I'll just wait for chat to make their decision. I feel like they're all gonna go with Yuri in some way. Like that's just me, but I feel like they're gonna choose Yuri. Yep, called it. Yeah, Stark said Yuri. Okay. Oh, somebody said Sayori. But Monica said that Sayori was helping her with Fing. Okay, I'm kind of curious what Sayori would say, or what we'll say if we pick Sayori. I'm curious. What if we say Sayori? I'm very curious. I gotta do it. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Okay, well, I guess that choice was null and void. Okay, well, since literally nobody picked the others, we have like 2 votes for Yuri. We gotta go with Yuri, you know. We kind of got to. Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta go with Yuri. Well, I'd probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Krime? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I think your assistant will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. Do you feel the same, Krime? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Ugh. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the club room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Krime picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea, and nothing that I can do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. And I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki is the only one surprised. Monica and I are always taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house as I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. I think that's what that said. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that's what that said. It's not like I should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Krime. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason you're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? I... Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Okay. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're out of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okie dokie. It's already... Did we just, like, not go into our house? Did we just stand outside? Bro. Okay, fine, okay. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and almost an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but wasn't too long before I already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is this really okay for me putting Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, most like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. Yeah, that's good. I don't have neighbors like that. Alright. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I'm assuming she's up in her room. It's already strange to not see her run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Creamy. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? Or have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration that she's had up for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided. So I decided that last minute. Monica told me. Uh-huh. Yeah. Something is wrong with this girl, I'm telling you. Something is wrong with this girl, I'm telling you. Something's about to go down. I think we all know what. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So I guess it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Cream A. Eh? Excuse me. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Gosh darn it. I can read. The entire chat said otherwise, by the way. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Cream A. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Cream A? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. Damn. That's some heavy stuff right there. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? What? No, that's somebody coming in. Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. How could this man be so dense? Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Cream A. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world is just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Cream A. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Ugh. The only thing that could have stopped me, that would have helped. Why can I not read all of a sudden? The only thing that would have helped, is if everyone could could be like it always was. That was really the hardest sentence for me to read this entire stream. I have no idea why. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Krime, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Krime. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Krime. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it to let me be selfish too. No matter what it is, I'll figure out what it needs to change or what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Krime. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let go of her as well. I let her go as well, but still same thing. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along to help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Excuse me. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? There she is, in the turtleneck sweater. Now you see why I kind of liked Yuri at the start when I first started playing this game, or like when I first started like seeing people play this game.
The sweater?
Yes.
What about the sweater?
Well, not the sweaters, like specifically, just like the design. Like, come on. Long purple hair with turtleneck sweater and leggings. Black leggings. Could you blame me? Come on now. Okay. Ah. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting here for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And you did manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well. Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, we're in our house now. Hold on. Let's check out the... How many freaking... See? I told you I read. Look at all these books I have.
Oh my Jesus.
Look at all of these books that I have. Yeah, they're probably like all in different orders. Some of them are slanted. They're not even in color coded order, which is what? Yes, I do. Fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Somebody said like you can read them. Oh my gosh. I mean, depending on like the book, it would be weird to have them color coded. But just because like the books in the background have no titles on them, the best way to probably sort the books is by either size or like just in color order. I think that's just my OCD talking, but still, I'm spitting facts. True. So, color coded for aesthetic and size for OCD. Boom. Yep. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched your wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. What was in the drawer? Sus. Cremate kind of sus, though. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if she's keeping track of time. What am I doing? This is So should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decoration, other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lightening, aromatherapy. That's what that says. Okay, that took me a while, but I got it. Aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't think you plan on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Ayo, Yoshi joined the chat. Let's go. Yoshi in chat. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can choose it. You can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Yeah, can't read words. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and puts a switch onto the button. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, not clearly enjoying herself. I don't know why I said cleaning, but like clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Ah. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like you to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? Well, what will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway in the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It also would catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggled with red cheeks. Adorable. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Creamy. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm finished cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a little character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. My nose is fine. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to a desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Whoa. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think this is weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship, a feeling of danger, maybe. Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Creme, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles through the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the... Whoa, hey. Hey, yo, hold up. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Whoa. Startled, I extensively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. I know. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess he was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Ugh. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a little stupid to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Creme, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. This I don't know what is going on. Also, someone noticed that you're talking in the back and they asked you to get closer to the mic. You can just like stand behind the chair if you want. The mic will probably catch it. You put the heater on the floor. Too late.
No.
I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Yeah, they said introduce yourself, stranger.
What? What do I say?
Just introduce yourself, I guess.
This is scary as fuck. My name's Emily. Yeah. And I'm Kyle's friend.
I'm gonna chop you. I'm gonna just anime chop you dead in your forehead.
I'm sorry. Are we best friends? We're having a sleepover now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Anyways. You're so weird, Creme. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Oh, now you're in the chat now?
Yeah. They said hi, so I wanted to say hi.
True. Okay. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Wait, why are we hearing Yuri and not? Because Monica doesn't have like a thing like for her thing. And plus chat said Yuri. So I had to go with chat.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Yoshi just preferred Monica more. But the chat has spoken, so yeah. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups rather than a full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes. I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves and pulling it back over her arm. Sus. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to give paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. Yes, Among Us did have an update. Bro, I will be ecstatic on the day that everyone agrees to play Among Us.
Come in.
You better be active in the call.
I know, I promise. I'll try.
Okay, cool. Because we need people. At least 10 people at least.
10?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get 10 people?
There's a lot of people in our server.
Okay.
Some of them might not speak, but still. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get into the way of each other. Oh yeah, for sure. If we doing the new update, yeah, like if we're playing Among Us, we're definitely doing the new update. Like that's for darn sure. Also, it's not water, it's sparkling ice. It's like sparkling water, but it's strawberry kiwi flavored. It slaps. I love it. You can thank Emily for putting me on this. Yuri uses the brush and adds a few dots of different colors along across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. That's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri gently smiles. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over to the band to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. I'm not gonna even try to do that noise. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel that I damp it on with hot water. I return into my room and kneel back down in front of her.
What the?
Hey, okay. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I didn't expect it. Yeah. There. I said that right. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle finger wrapped around my wrist sent a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. But come on. This game is PG, okay?
Right. My bad.
Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Yeah. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think they came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Excuse me. What?
The public.
What?
Nothing.
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here that you'll have then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I'm a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the most important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seemed to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. The front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. But wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Creamy. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Why are you so close to me? I kind of like that about you. There's no music. No, it's not bad. It's just like, it was concerning. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? If I don't even get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Uh-oh. Scandal. No, I'm just kidding, not scandal. This is probably just a spur of the moment thing. Hi, Creamy. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Creamy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Ah, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... That's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye to her. Goodbyes after her. Yeah, that stuff. Whoa, social distancing. Hold on, I think my chat, like... Live chat, please. Okay, there we go, live chat. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Then why are you crying in your sprites, bruh? Explain yourself. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Creamy? Why I'm supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Creamy. If I wasn't here, that you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what?
What is up with this?
Bruh. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden. Isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I want, that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Creamy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Creamy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. What the bruh? We literally just had a whole moment with Yuri, and now we're pulling this stunt? What is this? Oh, okay. What do I do?
You can't say I love you. That's fucked up. No.
Whole chat saying I love you.
Really?
Yes.
No, isn't she gonna know that that's what she wants to hear? And like you're just giving it to her? Okay, do it, do it. I want to see what happens.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to. That's not what she needs.
Exactly.
That is not what she needs.
No, but Chet said so.
Okay, fine. I got it. I gotta do what Chet
That's
says.
gonna just hurt her even more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
We gotta do it. Sayori, I love you.
No.
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 Decision regretted. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as you continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Creamy. Aww. This is adorable. This is
It is cute.
it's not gonna end well. Suddenly, Sayori wrapped her arms tightly around me. Creamy, is this really okay? Let me get close to the mic. Can you still see?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Creamy. I want to be with you forever. This feels so good, but it feels so bad at the same time. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Creamy. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll always be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I are slowly released each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Creme. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? No, it is not, and we have said this, but Chat said the other option, and I feel bad for choosing it, but whatever.
We must continue.
We have to continue. I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
No.
Yeah. I do. No!
What the f- This is she. I don't even know.
That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but having that much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. What do you mean why'd I listen to chat? Because you said it! I have to make this interesting for my audience.
Yes.
I want to be lame and do the ones like... Bruh. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important thing to me, most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Lord. Okay. Today is the day. Yay! This is gonna turn out bad. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going up to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will go great too. Creme, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. There's no music. Like, there's no music. I am scared.
You should be.
There's no music, bruh. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets, come on now, on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that'll have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that'll be the one I'll performing. Or that, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly as simple for her. I only said it because it was the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should have taken a little responsibility for her, Creme. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How does she know this? How does she know this? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. This is... no. I don't like this. Monica's being as friendly as usual. For some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing this. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yura's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. I don't like this. I don't like this. I swear I don't like this. Bruh. Get out of my head. 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 Oh Lord. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she says to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. I feel uneasy.
Yeah,
Is that just me, or you feel that too?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Yeah, same, dude. What the frick? Creme? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything Sayori's ever written before. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest of gestures of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's still not picking up the phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. My heart is pounding, by the way. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori... Oh my god!
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh my god! What is happening? Oh my god! What is this? Files... What the... Oh Lord. What? This creepy music playing. I don't want to do this anymore. Listen to this. I don't. What is this? I don't like. Look at my hand. I'm low key shit. Oh my. Ugh. My heart is like pounding at 1,000,000 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, you're the worst boyfriend ever.
No, this isn't my fault, but it is my fault.
But it isn't though.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Yeah, saying that you love her would probably be the bad wrong thing to do. Confessing to her. Told you. Bruh. I hate
And assuming that his love like will fix everything, he's so like, selfish about it.
It's
Like
it's a pretty dense decision with a pretty dense main character. Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me it is how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me that everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, watched her to school, and remains friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can just reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me, or from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 That.
is that the end of the game?
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Not by a long shot. Definitely not by a long. I don't. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my. What? What? Explain, please. Why is this? What's with the text? What is this? What the fuck?
What if it has something to do with it?
I
It's
guess.
like a secret, bitch. And why do you like her? Why don't you be the like the bad guy in this whole thing?
This is the unpoggers, dog. This is not Pog. This is not Pog. What do I even do? I like load game. I can't load my game. I can't load the game.
Is it right?
I'm assuming so. What the fuck? I don't like this. I guess we just gotta. What the? What is with this text, dog? What is this? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is so... my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. You used to walk to school together, but on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of my crosswalk and let catch up to me.
I'm confused.
I am concerned more than confused. I just had like demonic music played through my headphones.
Ew.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I've always told myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like I would. It's not like I would. It's not like it would. I'm sorry if I'm stammering. I just had to witness somebody get hanged and my game corrupted. So sorry if I start stammering a little.
Understandable.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. That is not true. I've been to at least 2 anime clubs, and there may be like a few, but they're like really weird. It's like those anime groups where it's like they can't help but just talk like loud and just make noise all the time. Yeah. That's why I kind of like hated being in some, because it was always like so loud and make so much of a commotion. That's most clubs I'm in, actually.
I get
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I blankly look at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There's really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would just probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Creme? Ah, what?
Ours is green.
Back demon. Back demon. How come it only glitched when she appeared on screen? Huh? Bruh. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you. I totally didn't expect to see you here. Yeah, you did. You probably freaking altering the game's code.
Yeah.
It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we still were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking at some supplies used for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you can check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I just needed to do that.
Do you want me? Which one?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Yeah.
I'm done. Why? Why with the glitchiness, bruh? Why with the glitchiness? A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not really boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insisted that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Creme, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, bud. In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, bud. If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Creme, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Oh, I don't.
Is there music to it?
That didn't make me jump, but I just felt that stare through my soul and literally like that one image literally like went into my body and just choked my soul.
What the fuck?
Like just shake it around and then left. What is this game?
This is not okay. Shall you continue?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back and I brought a guest with me. What the I don't like this. Eh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the Literature Club, Creme. All words escape me in this situation. This is literally the repeat of Act 1.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We're in Act 2, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, what's up with that?
This is where stuff goes off the deep end.
Okay, I would like to
All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Is that the thing you're worried about right now?
see.
I'm scared for my life. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Wait, so Sayori just doesn't exist? Because back when we played like Act 1, Sayori was vice president, but now Yuri's vice president. Sayori just doesn't exist anymore. She dead, son. I wouldn't like literally pass it by to say that like her entire like game file is gone. I can't do this. But I gotta keep going. I gotta see what happens. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears to comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time with keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Creme in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Creamy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for anyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Perfect. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can... I said confident. I'm confident that we can all really grow to this club before we can graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a seat. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea really help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading this might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself, in relief. So, Queen, what things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That's what this game just did. Bruh. This is literally what this game just did. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Ah, my nose is stuck. I'm good. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a confident writer yet? I understand now. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth from a writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us to participate in together. I did decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us as well, Creamy? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we have reached the most important topic, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica had me convinced to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchanged glances before Monica turns back at me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Creamy. The thing is, I'm altering the game's files, and I'm about to kill these other two people. I don't know. That'd be really messed up if that happened.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And we don't find one for the festival. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Creamy? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would have been super pissed. Creamy, I'm so happy. We can become official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Creamy, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind was wandering back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, this is new. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were four of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. So laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Very cryptic. Bruh, Siri's not even there, and the Chibi Siri isn't even there anymore. I really don't like this. Normally for strings this would be my stopping point. But I'm really immersed in this that I don't know if I should like call it quits here or continue just a little bit. Huh? Alright, chat. I'm leaving it up to you. Do we continue with this hellhole, or we'll continue tomorrow? I'm gonna say tomorrow, not next Friday, because I'm really immersed in this. Oh, Lord. Also, I want to save. Okay. I have saved. This is literally going to be the death of me. Okay, they said everyone's saying keep going. Fine. We shall keep going then. So who should we appeal to for this one? Okay, since I kind of know like Yuri's words at this point, it should be really easy for me to like just pick words like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. That's not one of them. This one, this one, this one, this one. Wrong one. Why was climax one of her words? Freak. This one. 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 Also, have you noticed that like most of these words are Sayori's words, but whenever you pick them, it appeals to Yuri? Cursed. This one. This one. Oh, Lord, okay. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours. Nice. Longest DDLC stream ever. I'm proud of this. Hi again, Creame. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, what the hell? Why is the music like this? Why is the music off pitched?
I don't know the original, so you probably can hear the difference. I can't.
It's not this. It's not this. It's not this.
Is she gonna die?
I hope
That was
not. Thanks for keeping your promise, Creme. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. And the music's back to normal now. What is this game? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
what the?
And the music's going, it's back to pitched again.
Are they gonna be real people and they're just files or something?
I'm about to find out, I guess. Why is it like kind of tilted? You notice that? Okay. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you're just planning to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why is she... What the hell?
She's a big bitch.
I can't even... Natsuki something certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. And then she's just gone. Natsuki finds herself stuck between manga and Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. The music is still off pitch and it's really uneasy. I'm sorry, Creme. Well, we'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki. Bang. With a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something about it if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No. It's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, the music backs to normal. So even if you don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, then I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I would like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. The placing was off. I knew I wasn't crazy. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. And the music's back to normal. I hate this so much. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Whoa, what is up with her eye? It's like slowly sliding off. Put your eyeball back in your head, son. Oh, that is gross. Put it back. Put it back. I wanted to reread some of it. Put your eyeball back, please. Okay, thank Christ. Not for any particular reason. Just curious on how you... Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye on the symbol of the front cover. Basically, it was about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people, cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoil. This was not the book in Act 1. This is a completely different book. This worries me. Well, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? No, very. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Creme? It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story... It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not because someone who wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Why is the text different? Then suddenly, what the freak is going on? I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Okay, I can't even like go to history and find that. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Yeah, you can't even see it in the history anymore. So sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, reading.
What do you mean?
The least I can do is listen. It's the literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well just get started reading, right? What just flashed up on screen just now? Good. I don't know either. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just...
What?
I can't even...
I didn't catch any of that.
I didn't either. I only saw, like, I was just batting in the something. Can you go back and chat and see what that said? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to... Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Oh, Jamari said it in chat. I was bathing in the bath of your body heat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Interesting.
That is not interesting.
It is very interesting.
You're weird.
How am I
Buddy,
weird?
you're weird.
Was that like a reference back to that other moment when she was like with the mortal?
I think so, but I think it might be a little bit more. I don't know, because Act 2 is gonna go off the deep end. We're probably like just gonna go in like very weird territory. Cool. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Here. Oh, this is a nice shot. Nothing creepy about any of this at all, right?
No.
Yeah, just a nice book sharing amongst friends.
Yeah.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But holding it like this, we're holding even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. Yeah, thank you. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even though turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently let it go on the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. His face. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking that she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. This is mad suspicious. Very suspicious. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. Excuse me. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up, practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Creame? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left on the book, then slipped it into my bag. Okay, so Yuri is no longer an option. So we either have Natsuki or Monica. Natsuki could bench press me. I'm not having a fun time with this game. This is cursed. This game was made by Satan.
Himself.
Satan himself or herself. I have no idea. Okay, well, let's just go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair that if I share mine with her first. I did not like that at all. What? Why did her eyes just pop out of her sockets like this? What is going on? Creamy, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Yeah, I wanna go home. But I am at home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's just not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, so this is the same poem from Act 1, so nothing too suspicious. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Or to see your eyes pop out of your head. I mean, that hit me pretty hard. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more effort, not effort, puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Have you noticed that my reading has gotten a bit better? This is not going to last for long. Watch me see some stuff on my screen, and I'm going to just lose all composure. Hi, Creamy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Creamy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But isn't that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon? Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Creamy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it only counts whenever I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this type of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, this is normal. Yeah, the same one from Act 1. Popping my back muscles. Alright, I'm good. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, I get that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. This forces yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep the pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So I have to share my poem with Yuri because she's back now. Yay. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares blankly at me, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She takes her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's that there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick them up. I think that's the most noticeable thing I recognize in new readers. No, not readers, new writers. Is that when they try to make their style a bit more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. My nose. The end result is that both styles and the impressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, the visitor's demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That Doki can be a little biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's just a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Do you know how to read cursive?
No, I don't know.
Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to wing this one. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. I, I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, I just can't read it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Uh, well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, this is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Creamy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. So that begs the question, what was that poem about specifically? I'm afraid to Google it. I'm like low-key afraid to Google it. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only to be symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in his last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. There's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything I could possibly learn to think it too from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Creamy. Me too. Ugh. I'm surprised nothing, like, out of the ordinary happened. And I feel like right as I say that, as I continue what I say. I don't know, you didn't hear it, but like the music started pitching back and forth. No! Trash.
Trash.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. The music is completely suppressed by that fan. Oh, shoot. Hold it. The PC fan. This should be better if it's not too loud. Also, why didn't y'all tell me about this sooner? Man, I think it should be fine. Yours is cute. Yeah, cute. Yeah, that's the fan from my PC. I'm actually gonna move it away from the PC. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yep. I mean, you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Creme did too. So based off that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Creme liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsukuli stunned. There's no music again. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested on trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Okay, there's new music, so it's fine. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Creme appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Creme started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You must act as young as you look, Natsuki. Whoa, wait, what is going on? The music is getting faster. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy face.
Oh.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone like you of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? What is going on? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Wow, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you accuse me of cutting myself? What the f*** is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Creme hear everything you really think. I'm sure you'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me if she's noticing I was standing there. Creme, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Whoa. No, it is not. I hear staticky sounds. I don't know. Okay, since we've kind of been on the Yuri bandwagon, like, a lot, and yeah, we're just gonna go with Natsuki on this. What the? Oh no.
Oh, damn.
Oh god. Do I have to pick Yuri on this? What is going... What the fuck? What is this? Do I like... Hey, Creme. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish they were able to do a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the club room, or out of the classroom. Oh, she was crying. She got beat up, bro. No. I feel like she did, though. But nah, no she didn't. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Krime, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We all know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget it all by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just... Oh, excuse me. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Krime. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I'm done. That's it for me, y'all. I can't do this no more. I've been streaming for about 3 hours. Yeah, I'm done. I'll catch y'all in this game most likely tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna return to this game like tomorrow because I can't do this. I've been at it for 3 hours and my mental state is not good right now. So yeah, I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. And we'll be back at the game. So I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. And we'll be back in this game tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have something for you guys on Monday. But we will see. Okay.